Hi, I'm Seraphina, and I have a story to tell. A story about life, family, and the intricate dance of emotions that sometimes comes with it. I'm a 21-year-old university student living the American dream, or at least trying to. First, let me paint a picture of myself. I'm a fitness enthusiast, which means I'm fit, with muscles honed from countless hours in the gym. My hair is a cascade of golden blonde, often tied up in a ponytail, or left flowing when I'm not in class. My physicality is something I'm proud of. I stand at 5'7", with a physique that turns heads. My chest, well, let's just say I'm well endowed, but I keep it modest with sports bras. Usually in a soft pastel shade. Today, it's baby blue. My feet, size 6.5 US, are always adorned with nail polish. My favourite being a crisp white, which matches my daily attire at home. A pair of shorts and a pink t-shirt. I never wear socks indoors. I hate the feel of them, so my pedicure is always on display. Living in the States, I've chosen to study at one of the top universities for physical education, the University of California, Berkeley. It's an exhilarating place, full of energy and opportunities. My days are filled with lectures about kinesiology, sports psychology, and nutrition, interspersed with practical sessions, where we actually get to implement what we've learned, whether it's on the track, in the gym, or on the field. My life changed significantly when my mum married Liam. Liam isn't your typical stepdad. He's younger than what you'd expect, energetic, and deeply involved in the family dynamics. He's always been supportive of my choices, especially my athletic pursuits. But living under the same roof with him has brought its own set of challenges and emotions, particularly as I navigate my own identity and boundaries. One sunny afternoon, after a particularly grueling session of coaching a youth soccer team, I came home to find Liam cooking dinner in the kitchen. The smell of grilled chicken filled the air, mingling with the scent of fresh herbs. "Hey, Seraphina, how was practice?" Liam asked, his voice casual yet genuinely interested. "It was good. Exhausting, but good. The kids are getting better every week," I replied, dropping my gym bag by the door. I kicked off my sneakers, revealing my freshly painted white toenails. "You always manage to look like you've just stepped out of a fitness magazine," he commented with a laugh, setting the table. I smiled, taking a seat. Well, all those early mornings at the gym pay off, I guess. Our conversations often danced around the edges of personal space and family roles. "How's school? Are you still enjoying your classes?" Liam continued, serving the chicken. "Yeah, it's fascinating. We're diving deep into sports psychology now. It's amazing how much mental preparation goes into physical performance," I explained, feeling the warmth of the kitchen and the comfort of discussing my passion. But there's always this underlying tension, this unspoken acknowledgement of our unique family structure. Liam respects my boundaries, yet there's a complexity to our relationship that's hard to articulate. We talk about life, my future, his work, but there's always this dance around personal space. As we ate, I shared stories from school about my professors, the intensity of the coursework, and plans for an upcoming sports event where I'd be both a participant and coach. Liam listened intently, offering advice or just laughing at the lighter anecdotes. "You're going to make a fantastic coach or athlete, Seraphina. You have a way with people. And your dedication is something else," Liam said, his words carrying a weight of approval that felt both comforting and slightly overwhelming. The evening continued with more talk, more laughter, and an attempt to navigate this complex web of family that we've woven together. It's not a story of darkness, but of understanding, of finding one's place in an unconventional family setup, while maintaining one's identity. And so, my life goes on. Each day a new chapter in this ongoing narrative of growth, self-discovery, and the subtle art of family dynamics. This story focuses on the complexity of family relationships without veering into explicit content, maintaining a narrative that respects YouTube's guidelines while exploring emotional and personal growth. Life has a way of throwing curveballs, and for me, the latest one came when my mom announced her business trip. She was going to be away for 3 weeks, travelling to Europe for work. It wasn't unusual, but this time, it left me and Liam in the house alone. A situation that added a new layer to our already complex relationship. Liam and I have grown incredibly close over the years. He's more than just a stepdad. He's a mentor, a friend, and sometimes it feels like he's the only one who truly gets me. We share laughter, tears, and those quiet moments where you don't need words to understand each other. But with Mum away, the house felt different, almost like it was holding its breath, waiting for something to shift. That evening, after dinner, I decided to indulge in one of my favourite pastimes, a beauty ritual. I sat on my bed, legs crossed, meticulously painting my nails. The white polish glided over my nails, giving them a fresh, clean look. I blew on my nails, watching the polish dry into a glossy finish. My hands and feet looked perfect, a stark contrast to the turmoil of emotions swirling inside me. The house was quiet, the only sound being the soft hum of the refrigerator in the kitchen. I glanced at the clock. It was late, but sleep seemed far away. My thoughts were with Liam, just down the hall. With Mum gone, I found myself drawn to his company more than ever, seeking the comfort of his presence in this suddenly too large house. With my nails dry, I slipped off the bed, my bare feet silent against the cool floor. I wore just my usual home attire, a pair of shorts and my pink t-shirt, feeling the freedom of being barefoot, my painted toes making me feel somehow more alive. I knocked softly on Liam's door, my heart beating a little faster than usual. "Come in." His voice was warm, inviting. I pushed the door open to find Liam with a book in hand, the light from his bedside lamp casting a soft glow around him. "Couldn't sleep?" he asked, a knowing smile on his face, as he noticed my freshly painted nails. "No, not really," I admitted, sitting on the edge of his bed. "It's just different with Mum gone." Liam set his book aside, giving me his full attention. "I know. It feels like we're missing a piece of our puzzle." He paused, then patted the space next to him. "Come, let's talk." It'll help. We talked about everything and nothing. About my day at university, the challenges of my courses, and the upcoming sports events I was preparing for. His insights were always so on point, making me feel understood and valued. As the conversation drifted, so did our boundaries, in a way that was uniquely ours. There was no discomfort, just an unspoken understanding. As the night deepened, our talks turned to more personal subjects, our dreams, fears, and the oddities of life. I found myself laughing, then yawning, the comfort of Liam's company lulling me towards sleep. I didn't plan to stay the night, but the warmth of the conversation and the safety I felt there made it seem like the most natural thing in the world. Liam, ever respectful, always made sure there were clear lines. But in those quiet hours, with the rest of the world asleep, those lines blurred into something softer, more about connection than anything else. We talked until my eyes could stay open no longer, and I drifted off to sleep right there, in the safety net of our bond. This became our routine, those nights when Mum was away. It was our little world, where we could be ourselves, without labels or expectations, just two people navigating the complex dance of family, friendship, and the unspoken. And in those moments, I realized how much I had come to rely on Liam, not just as a stepdad, but as a cornerstone of my life. This part of the story continues to explore the nuances of family relationships, focusing on emotional closeness and the comfort found in companionship during times of change or absence. The narrative maintains a focus on personal growth and connection rather than explicit content. The weeks without Mum felt like living in a different dimension of our home. Liam and I had slipped into this new normal, where our late-night talks were not just comforting, but essential. The house was quieter. The absence of Mom's laughter, or the sound of her cooking, made every whisper of the wind against the windows more noticeable. One night, after we had exhausted all topics from the day's events to the stars outside, I found myself yawning more than speaking. The comfort of Liam's room had become my refuge. As I lay there, on the edge of sleep, I felt an unusual candidness, a desire to share something more personal. Liam, I started, my voice barely above a whisper. I've never told anyone this, but I sleep better when I'm not wearing anything at all. There was a vulnerability in my admission, a piece of myself I hadn't shared with anyone, not even with Mum. Liam listened, his expression one of understanding rather than surprise. We all have our ways to feel free or safe, he replied gently. There was no judgment, only acceptance. The conversation paused as we both absorbed the intimacy of the moment. Then, Liam spoke, his voice soft, almost hesitant. Seraphina, if it's okay with you, I'd like to hold you while you sleep. Sometimes, touch can be as comforting as words. His request was unexpected, yet it resonated with something deep within me. In our unique dynamic, boundaries had always been a mutual, unspoken agreement, always adjusted with care for each other's comfort. This was just another step, perhaps, in our journey of understanding each other. I nodded, feeling the warmth of his offer. I think I'd like that, I whispered back, feeling a mixture of emotions. comfort, trust, and a sense of safety that was hard to come by. We adjusted, me settling into the bed more comfortably, Liam beside me, his presence a solid, reassuring force. He was cautious, respectful, as he gently wrapped an arm around me, not pulling me close, but offering the possibility of closeness. There was nothing more to it than the need for human connection, for the comfort of knowing someone was there, someone who cared. Sleep came quickly after that. The kind of sleep where you're aware of the warmth beside you, where dreams are kind, and the darkness feels like a soft blanket. Liam's arm was a reminder of his presence, of our bond that transcended the conventional step-parent relationship. It was about comfort, about feeling understood and protected in a world where such things were often in short supply. In the morning, the light filtered through the curtains, and I woke up feeling rested, more at peace than I had in a long time. Liam was already up, probably in the kitchen, giving me the space to wake up on my own terms. As I stretched, the reality of our situation settled in. This was our way of navigating the complexities of family, of caring for each other in ways that might not fit into neat little boxes, but were true to us. The weeks passed, and our dynamic evolved in ways that felt both natural and deeply personal. With Mum still away, the house continued to be our little sanctuary, where time seemed to move at its own pace. The comfort we found in each other's company had deepened, leading us to new levels of understanding and closeness. One night, after a particularly long day of training and studying, I found myself in Liam's room again. The conversation we'd had about sleeping preferences had planted a seed, and that night, I decided to embrace that freedom entirely. "Liam," I began, my voice carrying a quiet confidence. "I think I'd like to sleep like I mentioned before, if you're okay with it." Liam looked at me, his eyes reflecting a blend of respect and understanding. "Only if you're comfortable, Seraphina. This is about your comfort, not mine," he assured me. His words were a reminder of our mutual respect, the foundation of our bond. In the privacy of his room, I shed the last of my clothes, feeling an odd mix of vulnerability and empowerment. There was something liberating about being so open with someone who had become such a significant part of my life. We lay down, the sheets soft against my skin, and Liam's presence beside me felt like the most natural thing in the world. To my surprise, the comfort I felt was profound. There was no awkwardness, only a sense of peace. "This is really nice," I admitted, my voice barely above a whisper, feeling the warmth of his body near mine, without any physical contact beyond the shared space. "I'm glad you feel that way," Liam replied, his voice a soothing balm to any lingering nervousness. "You know, sometimes I think we all need a reminder that we're not alone." Our nights together became a ritual of sorts, a time for us to disconnect from the world and reconnect with each other. Some evenings, after laying down, I found myself wanting to give back the comfort I received. "Liam, do you mind if I give you a massage? It might help you relax after a long day," I suggested one night, the idea coming from a place of gratitude for the peace he brought into my life. He agreed, and I sat up, my hands working gently across his shoulders, feeling the knots of stress under my fingers. There was something therapeutic about it, for both of us, an act of care that transcended words. "You've got magic hands, Seraphina." Liam chuckled softly, the tension melting away under my touch. These moments, these nights, they were ours, a secret kept by the walls of our home. They taught me about the complexities of love, about how it can manifest in the most unexpected ways. It wasn't about romance or anything conventional. It was about finding solace in each other's presence, about the purity of care and comfort shared between two people who, by circumstance, had become family. Even as we lay there, the quiet of the night enveloping us, I realized how much these moments meant to me. They were a testament to our bond, to the trust and understanding we had built. It was a reminder that family could be defined by the love and care we choose to share, not just by blood or marriage. And so, our nights continued, each one a chapter in our ongoing story. A narrative of growth, mutual respect, and the discovery of what it truly means to find comfort in another's presence. This segment explores the theme of comfort and care within an unconventional family dynamic, focusing on the emotional and psychological benefits of close, respectful relationships. It maintains a narrative that emphasizes mutual respect and emotional intimacy,